Greetings, this is Professor Loren. Welcome to the Intro to Mass Comm Week 1 announcement. Week 1 begins August 28th, Monday. It runs through Saturday, August 2nd. In fact, our academic weeks always are Monday through Saturday. Now, I'm assuming you can see both probably my talking head in the corner somewhere and the virtual classroom for our Mass Comm 1000 online. So notice first thing, the menu at the left. I have more items in my menu than you do. That's okay. It's the instructor's menu. Click on each one of those that you have. I'm going to say that you have the first probably 4 or 5 down to honor lock. Click on everything. Explore. You can't tear it up. You can't mess it up. So take a good look around and also scroll through. And you know what? I'm going to scroll all the way to the bottom because I want to show you. This is a very important part. Maybe I shouldn't put it at the bottom, but I have. This is the support resources. Now, see, faculty resources you don't have. Don't worry about that. Student help and support, that's your tech support. That's your IT support. Use them. Anytime you're wondering, I can't do this or I can't do that, I'm having computer problems. Tech support, that's where you go. You can check, you can call on me, but I'm not a tech guy, right? So I probably know, you probably know more than I do. This is also Tutor Me. Your tutors in the real world cost around at least $60 an hour. This tutor for you, you've already paid for when you paid for tuition. So why not use it? Resources are worthless unless we use them. The Learn Library, that is our Doral College library. We're going to be using that. Any research we do, we'll do it from our library. We don't like to get things right off the internet, off the web. The library is like a protected environment where the sources are scholarly and they have been vetted, and it's not, this crazy stuff that's circulating on the web. Also, notice the plagiarism information. Check that out. Read that stuff. That is, that plagiarism is the greatest offense that can occur in an academic environment. And we have there's a section in our syllabus about plagiarism. Read it. About turnitin.com. You're probably familiar with that, and a new thing, at least new to me, called honor lock. This course uses turnitin.com, which in honor lock, turnitin.com reviews your paper for suspected plagiarism, and also now the new world the way it is for AI, artificial intelligence generated copy, where so the point is, don't let a robot write your paper for you. Okay, do your own work. I think AI can be useful. I think it can be used in a good way. Let's just make sure that we do. If we do use it at all, make sure it's not to create our own writing. We are the writers in this course. And Doral College and I hope you do too, take this stuff very seriously. So, and the other thing, honor lock. I'll get to that in a minute. So don't forget this at the bottom of the page over here. Let me go back up. Don't get dizzy. Now, where do you start? Well, at the announcement at top, right? I always start at home, by the way. Over here, I guess you could click wherever you wanted, but start at home. And I'm going to have an announcement up each week. You'll have to let me know if you want a written announcement or if you like these video announcements. I don't know. I don't know which one you prefer. Maybe you want both of them. Maybe a brief version of a written version, or maybe you don't want to hear me talk. I don't know. Let me know. Anyway, start with the announcement. Then this is a welcome. You're not going to have that every week. That's, the first week kind of thing. Here's the syllabus. Now, that is the most important document you're going to run across all semester. So read that thing, click on it, download it. I suggest you print it out. I don't guess you have to, but do what you want. But whatever you do, be familiar with it. It's like our contract. And I don't want you to have any surprises like, oh my goodness, I didn't know there were late fees or late penalties. Well, it's in the syllabus, so read your syllabus. Here's class questions. That's a great resource. Anything you have to ask it there. And don't make it a private matter unless it has to be. If you have the question in your mind, I guarantee you someone else in class does too, and they can benefit from the answer. So why should I have to send 5 or 35 emails when I could answer once there and cover everybody in class, right? So now if you do have a private matter, there's ways to contact me and we can speak or even do it face-to-face, well, in a virtual kind of way. I'll get to that in a minute when we take a quick look at the syllabus. So let's see. Well, okay. After class questions come introductions. This is our first week. Yes, August 28th through September 2nd. And there's always a section called assigned work. Here we have three things going on. The introductions, that's a video or a written introduction, and then we have a discussion and we have a little quiz. The discussion boards, they'll become clear to you. Essentially, we have two things going on. Post an initial message based on whatever it is the instructor asks you. And it's generally due on a Wednesday. I think in almost all cases, the academic week starts on Monday. The initial post is due on Wednesday, and then you have until Friday to respond to one or two classmates, 150 words total. All this is written in detail in the syllabus and in the instructions for the discussion boards. This being an online class, the discussion is where it goes down, right? So there's a sense in which that's the most important feature of our class. If we aren't active on there, if we don't make that thing matter, then our class doesn't matter. And and I guess then in a sense we have failed. Let's see. Oh, well, speaking of that, let's take a look at the syllabus. I've got a copy right here. Let me go back up. There we go. So here I was talking about how to get a hold of me. There's my telephone number. There's my email. So you can call me. Don't call me in the middle of the night. Don't call me on Sunday night. Don't call me on Saturday night. Be reasonable with that. But, or we can do the FaceTime on the call or whatever social media way that you want to do it one-on-one. I'm happy with that. I have office hours every week, Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday for an hour from 4 to 5. We can do it by appointment. You let me know when. And I got a live Zoom once a week on Thursdays where you don't have to be there, but I'll have the Zoom going. I'll be sitting here probably working at my computer. There's your meeting ID. You probably know how to get into Zoom. If you don't, there's directions farther down in the syllabus, but you just, type in Zoom, Google Zoom, and enter the meeting ID, and I'll be here. I'll see you pop up, and I'll be like, oh my goodness, here we go. And we'll talk about whatever you want to talk about. Here's the course description. Here's our textbook. Here's the student learning outcomes. Now, this is what I'm supposed to teach you and you are supposed to learn. And if at the end of our 16 weeks together, you have learned those things that are highlighted right there, then you have succeeded, and so have I. If at the end of that time you haven't learned those things, then I have failed, and so have you, literally, probably. So that's what we're here for, the learning outcomes. This is worth looking at briefly. The writing assignments, 50% of the grade, man. That's a lot, right? So also respond accordingly. Discussions, 40% of the grade. And then the honor lock quizzes, there's only 2, you all, okay? And that's something that it comes down from above that we have to do. So you can, here's a bit about how I grade things. That's important, but I'm not going to make you go through the whole. Here's the section on honor lock. It's on page 5. It explains to you what it is, how it works, how to do it. There's even links to where if you want more information, there's honor lock support 24/7. Actually, this honor lock is all new to me. I went to them at 4 o'clock this morning. There was something bothering me, and I'm usually not nerdy like that. But anyway, I got up and came downstairs and sat in front of my computer and contacted honor lock tech support. And sure enough, there was some guy named Griffin there, and I guess he was bored or lonely, but he walked me right through how to set it up in my classes and immediate response. So if you're uncertain about something, use honor lock. They're available 24/7, 365, even on Christmas, they say. All right, so let's see here. I guess I could. There's the part about plagiarism. I want you to really be up on that. And AI, this turnitin.com does have a feature that detects AI generated copy. So be advised. And you know the penalties for plagiarism. Here's our schedule. And I will point out that the 15th of December is the last day of class. And on that's a Friday. And on that day, no more work is accepted after that day. I think it's midnight is the deadline. So, you know, there's late fees during the week, during the regular academic week, and late stuff can be accepted I think in most cases for up to 3 days, but not on that final week. All right. I will say this, the keys to success, here they are. The keys to success in this class are the same as the keys to success in life. Guess what they are? Show up and do the work. It's that simple. In here, that means showing up means, you know, signing in, being active in the classroom. And being active in the classroom means, in a very large way, the discussion boards. And please, on the discussion board, I don't want to read this. You know, awesome. I agree. That is like you're wasting your words and your fingers typing that in. Oh, it's awesome. I agree. Yeah. Well, why do you agree? So it's called a substantive post. Write something that matters and use real world examples and use support and think a little bit and maybe take some notes before you write. So, you know, this isn't your Twitter feed, right? Or God forbid, TikTok. Sorry there, all you TikTok lovers. Anyway, so show up and do the work. Be involved in the classroom. To me, that at least 3 or 4 days a week out of 7 is show some activity in there. And second is read everything the instructor posts. If the instructor, that's not just for this class, if the instructor wrote it, then he or she, you know, it's apparently important to them. So you may see it later, or it probably matters. And here is the second part. If the first part is show up, the second part is do the work. In this class, that means submit all assignments, everything. Do every task that's asked of you, even if it's late. Now, I know it's not supposed to be, but if you don't let's say you miss an assignment and you don't turn it in, you go, well, I missed it. I'll take I'll take my consequences. I'll be a man or a woman about it. Well, yeah, then you're getting a 0. You know what the difference in a 0 and a 69? Because 69 is failing, or maybe that's a D actually, but a 60 and a 0 is? That's 60 points. Okay, which would you rather have? I'll take the 60 points if I have to. All right, anyway, let's see. The last thing is, if you see any errors in my classroom and the work I've done, is just please let me know. I would appreciate that. And finally, remember, let me know if you prefer these verbal announcements or written ones. I can do both. All righty.